After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the Duke Blue Devils offense trots out there to open this game. And it comes down to this: after a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Special teams on the field. Now here comes a punt. And here's the return. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. So the Seminoles offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
The receiver makes the catch. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Bringing pressure. Running back grabs it on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets to completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. In the clear at the 25. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. And the Noles are going to cash in this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. The 30, inside the 20. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Duke.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. That catch is hauled in. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. He keeps it on the design run. And the Seminoles moving quickly down the field here. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks free. Has the first, still on the move. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off. And with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Barnes. Tight end makes the grab. Tackle, but 1st down. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
He's in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. By the time they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker who's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. And the Blue Devils will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Moving the puck, looking to improve field position here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And it's incomplete, even in a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. The play makes it 2nd and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the 1st down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play. Now we got 4th down.
The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Second down after the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Barnes. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Here he goes. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. He comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get...
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Moles. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. The Blue Devils come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
The gain moves the ball to the 34. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. You cannot escape. It's a sack.
Listen, I'm not going to second guess from up here in the booth, but 3rd down and 1, just get the first down, move the sticks, and keep the drive alive. That would backfire.
They'll kick it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He'll leave the ball deep down that right side. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Empty set now, 5 wide. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Man, the defense catches a break here, Chris. That in-breaking route is wide open. Quarterback makes it a really nice throw. The receiver just dropped the football and misses out on a big gain.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. And the defense makes some adjustments. Looks like he's going to run it. Picks it up himself and still going. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a 1st down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Pitches to the back. Making people miss. Finally brought down. The option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Florida State.
Now that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defense.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. And the Blue Devils will line up to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the returner will be brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Receiver makes the grab. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Dropping back. It's Barnes. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be 1st down. This offense in good position here. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. It's a quick grab. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. The Seminoles come to the line with 1st and goal. That's a design on quarterback keeper. Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's running out of time here. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Touchdown, Seminoles. A huge defensive score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out, and it gets him a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Timeout is called. A tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Now it's 2nd down here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
He has 1st down yardage at the 46. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush gets home. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And he's brought down there.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He's on that kick it away, helping his team with field position. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Look out, room to run here. And the Knowles pick up enough for a 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. 1st down here for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking deep to the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You could see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And
he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this ACC championship. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Looking to pass, it's Barnes. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. And is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Here's the 2nd down play. It's a shotgun run call. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Crucial 3rd down play coming up.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. 2nd down play coming up. To the air, it's Barnes. Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles. Too much speed for the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Fowler. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The Blue Devils will have to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Great cut. They whiff on him. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of 17. The Noles are in the red zone now. Escape, it's a sack.
The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on second down.
And that run produces a decent game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looking to the end zone. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another third down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy.
This winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Breaks an open space.
The returner brings it out to the 47, and the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Scanning the field. It's Barnes. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Chris, a lot of these NFL scouts think that his speed is unique. I think it's the route running and the instincts to read coverage that really separates him. He has put on a show today.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's another sack. What a job by this defense. Even with this sizable lead here early in the fourth quarter, they are not letting up. They don't even see the score. They're still in that attack mode, and I love to see it.
They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Chris, that's another sack. I got to turn to the statistician. I've lost track. There's been so many. Can't we just call this game? In all honesty, they should start considering a mercy rule like they do in college baseball or softball. Enough.
Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Blue Devils will have to kick this away. And it's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The offense starts with excellent field position. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down there.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Caught by the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Running back has it on a screen now. Finding space at the 20. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line. Just checking the stats after that last completion. He's approaching 450 passing yards now.
Boy, this guy's doing everything right to be able to have a day like this. He drops back, he finds these open receivers, and he puts the ball right on the money.
Touchdown, Florida State. Great connection there for 6 points.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, that last sack should be the final nail in this offense's coffin. At this point, the game is a blowout. There's only a few minutes left, and you really need to start considering if it's worth risking the health of your players to try to just get a pity score late.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Back to pass. It's Barnes. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Knowles. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch-and-catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple of minutes. Down big. And looking to throw now on first down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where...
A deep shot to the left side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Throws to the tight end. Falls incomplete. They misfire for a 3rd consecutive time. The Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Here's a target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Seminoles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Back to pass. It's Barnes. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a late, deep throw. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team on the field now. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The defense still has 3 timeouts remaining. We're hoping they decide not to use them. Looking deep downfield to the left. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offense.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late, deep shot. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. At the 25 and 2nd and 10, can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.